Yeah, it splits in the middle and it makes it like a C, like my last name, Clemens.
I'm gonna just start calling you fucking Moses from now on. Splitting this shit.
Wow. So, Lucia, you going to do the joke for us this week? Since Michael's not here?
I'll do the joke. It'll be a quick one. It'll be quick and easy, like my sex life.
All right, fire away.
What do you call a nun that has strep throat? Nah, mess with you. Anyways, if I'm around pushing a nun around in a wheelchair, wouldn't that consider it being Virgin Mobile?
Oh, God. What the
Why do you sound like you're laughing like Mexican?
Michael laughed. Oh, my God. Michael laughed.
I thought Michael was here.
I did the Michael laugh.
I did that for a moment as well.
Virgin Mobile.
How many of you still know about Virgin Mobile? What? They're actually still around? You're fucking right.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Team Goonies Live, episode 3. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. here on the Country Livin, Vapin Livin YouTube channel. A couple things to point out real quick, right off the get-go, is you might have noticed the intro music was different. It's not what I wanted for the Team Goonies Live. I wanted the actual Goonies intro music of the movie. But the last 2 weeks, it has been getting copyright claims. So I cannot use it. I've even tried editing the levels and the bass and the treble and all that shit to try to get around it. But YouTube is just too good for me. I need to get gooder at hiding music. So until I can figure that out, I'm going to be using the entire song of my everyday intro music until I can get around it. So we'll see what happens. And also you may notice that Micah, we got 2 new faces in here. Because Micah is not here. And as we said in episode 1, there might be some days where Micah just can't make the show because of being kids and work schedule fluctuating and all that blah, blah, blah crap. So you may have seen, I know you've seen these 2 in chat in the past, of the past couple shows. And if you don't know who they are, we have Luchador the Vapor, and we got Monkey Boy, aka Matt D Vapor, on Instagram. Both their links and tags are on Instagram in the description. If you want to go check them out, give them a follow. They're good dudes, funny as hell. Known them both for a while. Great supporters. Great. They're fucking hilarious. Just good people all together. And you know me, I don't hang around fuckers that are not good people. You should know me by that anyway. And of course, we got the vaping Buckeye over here. This guy, Larry, Lucha, Monkey Boy. Woo! So. Real quick, let's take a look at chat. See who we got. We got One-Eyed Vapor. Is that a meme on me? Because I've only got one eye and I vape. Thank you. And we got Michael Morris. Welcome to the stream. Welcome Roofy, my homie. Welcome Bearded Vapor. Welcome to the Raven Shadow Vapes, my darling. How you doing, sweetheart? DTF, Daytime Frank. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome. And James Rivera. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Halo stream. Welcome. All right. And again, like I say, this would not be a vape show without saying what we're vaping on. So let's start with Mr. Monkey Boy, right down here, right below me. Matt D. Vapor. What are you vaping on at the moment, sir?
Let's see. I'm vaping the on the Rebirth, the brownie vanilla French vanilla ice cream, and using the Comp Life Salt Off, and I am vaping. What is that? Milkman Milky O's.
How is that? I've seen that, and I thought about trying it. Is that Milkman Milky O's any good?
It's a bit chocolatey. That's pretty much all I taste.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate. So, and last but not least, recommended by Mr. Micah, was the Milkman Cheerios, and using the what is this? The GLM V2, recommended also by Micah, with the what is that? The Pulse V2.
Pulse, nice. Yeah, the GLM. I want to give him Micah one. He loves it. So
yeah, I like this one. It's a good. It's a heavy mod also, but it's never misfired or anything like that on me. Hurrah!
No hurrah. All right, short stacks. Yeah, I think I might have just been him low because I'm peeking out and the other ones are. So I did turn the volume up for them just a little bit. So hopefully that helps. All right, so let's move on to Lucha. Lucha, what are you vaping on right now, brother?
Right now, I'm on the Psycho Unicorn from Pup Labs. And I'm running it on the Mach 3 USD with the Rebirth RDA.
That's it?
That's it for right now. No, I lied. I got my mech over here. The Broadside Admiral V2. And then I have, what was it? I can't even remember. Sweet baby Jesus. Gush and Pink Lemonade.
Oh.
By Dripping Sour.
Ooh.
Pretty good lemonade. The only one that I tried that was kind of actually better than this was Twisted. What was it? Twisted Lemonade. Lemon Twist. There we go.
Yeah, the Lemon Twist. Yeah, they also got a cookie brand,
the
I
Pink
think.
Lemonade. That was off the chain.
All right. Well, good deal. All right, Mr. Buckeye. Spill the beans, man. What you got? What are you vaping on right now?
Of course, I've got my Samoant.
Just Samoant. Gotcha.
Yeah, the same stuff I always have. My Dead Rabbit on the Samoant Tyrone with my BBGCD.
For those who don't know, that's a blueberry glazed cake donut.
I've got the Smoke Nord with Summer Vibes in it still.
Summer Vibes from Ripe Vapes is a very good juice.
Yeah, it's really good. Nice summer vape. I've got the Aegis 100 watt with the Pulse V2, and I have the recipe of the week, the Mango Limeade in here. And that's about it.
All right, good deal. So, oh, damn you rat bastard. I see a spider on my desk. There's a spider on my desk. Oh, my God.
Kill it!
Where'd it go?
Get the newspaper out.
I'm going to have nightmares for a month
Drop
now
that shit
until
all
I
over
find
the
a
place
spider
there.
and kill it. All right, so let's go to chat real quick. Let's see. Willoughby, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Mr. Paul Hastings, welcome, buddy. We appreciate you. Recon, aloha, baby. What's up? All right, so I'm pretty light tonight, but I'm always vaping the one strawberry. If I ain't got a bottle, if I can't find that bottle, I'll just grab a new bottle of it and open it, and then another bottle and open it, and so forth. And I'm vaping on the Captain PD270 and the Rebirth RTA. Finally got that down in, guys. So expect the review for this here in the next few days. Finally got this down in, and the flavor is really good. BTFC right here. I'm still vaping on last week's recipe from Matt, the fudge brownie French vanilla ice cream. Really good. It's been right here. It's fucking gravy davy. And then that's all I got in front of me. I have my limeade in the other room, which I should have it right here. But I'm vaping, it's I don't need to vape in front of you because I know what it tastes like. So good. Cowboy boots are good for them and corner the floors. Hey, you're right, but I don't have any cowboy boots and I don't have any pointed shoes. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be like a little bitch here. You're gonna see me looking around like this all fucking show because I don't know where the spider went. I'm gonna feel little heebie-jeebies on me. I'm gonna be doing this shit because I'm freaking out already because I'm
gonna start scratching and everything.
I'm 6'5", 400-pound puppy. I get it, okay? And I should not be scared of spiders, but I am. I'm sorry.
You're not allowed around my house.
I am.
I got banana spiders. I've got tarantulas.
He's got
hand.
dogs as spiders.
I mean, I tell you where it came from. The house I grew up when I was young. You know, my mother was disabled. She was diabetic and she could not work. Father was just whatever he was. So we lived in a house up a holler, Witcher Creek, and it was an all rundown house. Wasn't nothing to brag about. It was poor growing up and shit. So. But we had what they were called wood spiders, and those wood spiders would jump. They were jumping spiders. Them fuckers would just jump like 40 feet in the air and land on wherever they wanted to. And oh my God, I'm getting heebie-jeebies right now. Think about it. These jumping spiders. I remember one vividly jumped on my damn foot from the bathtub. And you talk about a fucking bitch just screaming like a little bitch. I'm telling you, I was 100% full bitch. And every time I think about it, I still feel like full bitch, but. Yeah, so it's not like a huge phobia anymore, but I still don't like the son of the bitches, okay?
So I got a question for you.
Mother...
This is going to go on.
It's here! It's right there!
Fuck y'all, okay? Michael, you asshole. Lisa, hi!
Country, did you hear banjos every night?
No, I don't. I ground that shit out. Chris Vapes, welcome, darling. Welcome. Laugh at my fears. Go ahead. That's all right. Laugh at me. I'm good. Hey, I got big shoulders. So Micah, like I said, Micah's not here. He's got soccer. His kids got makeup soccer or something on a Thursday for all fucking nights. So it is what it is. That's fine. We can do what we do without him. So, as you know, last week's episode, last week's stream, we voted on Chris Vape's suggestion of a mango limeade recipe. Mixers block and country. Well, hey, Raven. Hey, I miss you too, Lisa. Lisa. I plan on making a trip. Hopefully here in the next month or so. We'll see how it works out. But also, we have a question from Raven Shadow Vakes. Says, Buckeye, how do you deal with mixers block and country? So let Buckeye answer. When you ever get in the mixers block to where you just don't know, like you can't decide on a profile or what you want to mix, or when you sit down and you say I want to create something new but you can't come up with anything. You ever come up with any block like that at all?
Yeah, I have in the past. I don't mix as much as I used to, so it don't occur like it used to. I used to mix like daily, more than one mix a day, and there's so many flavors I have, and I just get a sudden mixer block, and it's like I don't know what the hell I'm gonna make. I have all these flavors sitting in front of me. I just don't know what to do. Normally, if I come across that, I'll go to like the local vape shop, look around, find a juice that has a flavor in it maybe I haven't mixed before, so I can taste it and get ideas for a mix of my own. But either that, or I'll start thinking of food that I may be craving, like some kind of sweet, like I don't know, brownie or something, for instance, and then I'll just create something out of that.
Right. I mean, I guess I'm kind of the same as like I'll look for inspiration from other profiles. I'll look across the ELR and just look for profiles and like flavors of recipes, maybe new flavors, or even going across some of the mainstream juices. I'm always on Instagram and I'll see all these juice companies or liquid companies posting pictures of their juices or what have you, and then I'll look at the profile and I'll see if it's something that interests me, and then I'll just go into the office and I'll try to create something new. Actually, the inspiration that I've gotten over the past few weeks has been from the suggestions in the channel here during the stream. One which we didn't pick last week, but I thought was really, really, really would have been good, was a butterscotch custard. So I came up with off of that suggestion, I started thinking about it, and I came up with a Danish butterscotch custard, and I got a little bit of Danish hints in there. So I tasted it last night off mix, and the Danish right now is strong, but Danish always is initially, so you gotta let it steep out. But something like that, creamy and custardy, and and the Scotch and the Danish is all going to take about at least 2 weeks to steep. So I put that straight into the cabinet, and it's going to sit there. I got an alarm on my phone saying June 1st to try that shit. So, because I put it in the cabinet so I'd forget about it, and I don't want to really forget about it past that. So most of my inspiration just comes from, Instagram and just looking at ELR and suggestions from people I talk to. So if you're in a creator's block and you can't figure out what you want to mix, but you want to mix something, go on Instagram or browse the web. Type in e-liquid. I'm sure a profile or something will come up that you might be interested in.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Stu in here. Welcome, buddy. Stu Rat. Welcome to this channel. All right, so since Chrissy Vapes did... Wait, Mike, Lucha, you don't mix at all, do you?
No, not yet. Mike has yet to get me to start mixing.
He ain't talked to you about it enough yet?
He's talked to me plenty of times, but I got to find the time to do it. That's my biggest thing. Maybe I'll make a Mexican taco with some sour cream.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Some spider legs running across that bit.
Oh, God. And Matt, you don't really mix down there anymore. You got a buddy that can do it for you, though, right?
Yeah, I haven't mixed in about a year.
So anytime you see a recipe you'd like to try, you'll go to him and say, "Hey, man, mix this up for me."
Yep.
Well, that's good.
We come up with ideas. He tells me what flavors he has, and I tell him, okay, maybe this flavor will taste good with this flavor, and go ahead and mix it up. And then I tell him which nick to do, like 3 nick or 6 nick, stuff like that. The highest I nick is 6 nick, and we're looking into doing like nick salt down here because it's not popular down here. You don't really see anybody down here vaping nick salt at all.
Okay. Tom Baker, hey, appreciate it, buddy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right, so let's get into, last week, like I said, Chrissy Vapes, she suggested the mango limeade. That was the recipe that we agreed on. So let's go over here. We're going to look at, since Micah's not here, we're going to look at Micah's first and critique it. Now, we'll say...
Let's bash it.
Yeah, we're going to bash the shit out of it.
Critique the shit out of it.
So he said he just absolutely loves it. We all put him live just before the show, about 30, 40 minutes ago. He says he just loves it. So... also, we're going to look for another recipe profile. Every week, it's going to be a weekly thing. So towards the end of the show, we're going to be asking for suggestions of a new challenge. We call it TGC, Team Goonie Challenge. To come up, we'll select a profile suggestion from the chat, and then we'll each come up with our own rendition of it. And next week, we'll reveal it like we're doing now. So this one here is Micah's TGC Week 2 Mango Limeade. And going down the list here, he's got Flavor West Apricot at 1%. TPA Champagne, oh, that's interesting, at 1%. Italian Lemon Sicily from Capella at 2%. He's got Juicy Lemon from Capella at 1.5%. Key Lime Natural from Flavor West at 1.5%. TPA Lemon Lime at 2%. Capella Lime at 3%. TPA Sour at 1%. 0.5% of Super Sweet from Capella and 6% of Capella Sweet Mango. So looking through here, it looks like he's using the apricot as an enhancer for the mango and the acidity from the lemon and the key lime, the lemon lime, the lime. All that together is to kind of boost. A lot of citrus for sure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of citrus.
A lot of sweetness.
Sweetness I'm okay with if it's good, but that sweet mango, I really like the sweet mango. I think Capella sweet mango is a really good flavor. I think I use that as well, which we'll get to about here in a little bit. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it does. Just wonder how, I mean, and being one of these juices here, these liquids like right now, we don't have to worry about a steep. Pretty much. I mean, overnight to where the flavors can settle in, but there's no creams, no heavy creams, no custards or nothing like that. Nothing to where it needs to steep for a long time. So this should be, he seems to love it. So there you go. That right there is Micah's recipe. So let's walk around the room. Let's just go around. Buckeye, as an experienced mixer, as an experienced mixer, what do you think about his use of flavors here?
I don't know, because I really don't like lemon a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of funny when it comes to lemon. I don't prefer it, but it does meld well together with the ingredients that I used, especially with like the lemon lime and what was the other ones? Sicily.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was me, and I wouldn't mix lemon.
Well, that's just because that's why I said before too, and with some of these suggestions that we agree on, then there's going to be probably one or two of us in the group sometimes that just can't make anything that we think is good because that flavor profile does not go along what we like.
Right.
So there may be times to where someone may say use a pineapple, custard, whatever. And if you don't like pineapple, it's going to be hard for one of us to create a juice that we could say is good because we don't like that flavor. So
Right.
maybe this is but you came up with a recipe of your own that you seem to like. I mean, I'm sure you didn't use lemon since you said the lemon in here would be something that you don't think you would like. So you obviously probably didn't use any lemon, which we'll find out right now.
Right. Yeah, I did not use lemon, but I did use a citrus. So
okay, so we're looking at you now. We're looking at yours. Citrus soda from Flavora. Now I'm pretty sure I had that. When I saw you show me this earlier, I thought for sure, I was like, man, I probably should have used that. But you use it at low at 1%, and then you did 2% of Capella Golden Pineapple, 2% of Capella Lime, 2% of Mango Juice from VTA. That's I don't have that flavor. I've already got a few VTA flavors actually.
It's a pretty nice flavor. It adds. You know how Sunny D. You've had Sunny D.
Yes,
before,
yeah,
right?
I love Sunny D.
It's like a Sunny D except made out of mango. So if you can think of that kind of flavoring from Sunny D, just picture it as mango flavor.
Okay. Then you want, of course, super sweet and sweet mango. Do you use sweet mango as well? I mean, do you agree that Capella sweet mango is a good flavor? I mean, it's a really good flavor.
That's the best one I've tried anyway. Yeah. And I haven't really mixed much mango, but if I was to grab one, that'd be the first one I grab.
So that VTA mango juice, has that got like a tartness to it?
Yeah, it does. It's got a little tartness to it. I didn't really get much sweetness from it, and it wasn't like candy-ish or anything like that. Overall, I was pretty pleased with how it came out in this recipe. How it kind of made it that it gave it the feel of a aid, the lime aid, by adding that in there because of the little bit of, like I said, the juice texture.
Well, looking at it, I mean, you use some 2% of lime. I guess that with the citrus, do you feel like you achieved the limeade portion?
I do. By putting the lime in and adding that citrus soda to it. The citrus soda, from what I understand, has a little bit of lime in it. When it tastes off the hand, it does taste more acidic, so it's almost like it's got more lemon in it. But in the mix, you don't really taste lemon. I mean, it makes it taste like it's fizzy. It's hard to explain. It's they say it's almost like a Gatorade, or not Gatorade, a Mountain Dew, where it has lemon lime flavor in a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. That's the first time I ever mixed with that citrus soda, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I actually have that flavor. I think I do. I got a bunch of Flavora flavors in there, and that may be one of the ones that I have. And I just believe I do, but I could be wrong. So I don't do a lot of drink recipes. So I know when Michael used that champagne, he's trying to get that fizziness effect, like you're drinking a drink. And I guess it's the same thing as citrus soda should do, give you that fizziness effect or the acidic effect, I guess. Carbonation effect. That's the word I'm looking for. The carbonation. So
well, it's not really so much carbonation, but it gives you the effect that you're actually drinking something. It almost turned out to me almost like a cocktail.
Okay.
Rather, you know what I mean? Rather than a full aid.
All right. Well, that was the Buckeyes recipe. So we'll get to mine here in a minute. Let's just attention to the chat. We got Josh Thompson out there. Let's see. Tom Baker, y'all tried Ryan Hall's 80 Bodacious? It's a superb floated nutter sandwich. No, I have not tried Ryan Hall's 80s Bodacious. I don't know if anybody else has or not. I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it either.
I mean, I watch Ryan Hall. I mean, I do watch his YouTube channel. I know he's got Mountain Vapors down in Kentucky. I didn't know he had a juice line. Had no clue. And Stu says Luchador. The mask looks uncomfortable.
That's what I was saying in there. It's actually not. It's very comfortable. It's lightweight. I mean, I got to take people on in the ring. Those spiders and shit. 8 legs. I got to keep country safe.
Look at eight-legged freaks. That's a movie that freaked me out, even though you can tell it's just straight up CG and none of it looked real, but it still freaked me out. Like
tonight, you need to watch Arachnophobia.
That's one of my favorite movies. I mean, it was well, it used to be. I mean, I don't, I'm not a super bitch. I'm just a part-time.
just real life part-time bitch. Yeah. I can watch the movies. I can't deal with them bitches in real life.
Yeah, let me tell you a little story. I remember when me and my ex-wife first got together, and I call Kobe my son because I got into his life when he was just reaching 3 years old, and I've raised him ever since. So he's my son, even though biologically he's not. So when we first kind of got together, I remember in her house in the kitchen, there was a spider that was that fucking big on the ceiling. That big. I mean, it was fucking huge. That big. So I went up to grab it with a paper towel, and I was like just short of the, so I went to just dive at it, right? And then I fucking missed and it landed on my hand. I started screaming. I jumped off the fucking ladder. And I see Kobe out of the corner of my eye. He just runs out of the kitchen. And I hear him running up the steps. And he comes back down and he has a bat. He's like, let's get it. And, my wife was to make fun of me, or my ex-wife, because in reality, the damn thing was barely that fucking big, But that fear factor made the fucker jump out that, like, you know what I'm saying? It was huge. So, yeah, my boy was there at 3 years old. He had my back.
That's like my wife. There's a spider in the house. She won't kill it. Her shoe will be right there. Her chancla will be right there. And I'll go over there and I'll hit it with the chancla. You use my chancla. And then she'll smack me with the same chancla that I killed the spider with.
Like, bitch, next time kill yourself.
I just saved you.
My wife is terrified of praying mantises. She says they eat small children and kittens. Oh my God.
She says what?
She says they eat small children and kittens. Cats. She's yelling. I can hear.
Well, I mean, if that's true, then no wonder she's terrified. Cause she's half the size of you are. A praying mantis can eat her too.
Yeah, she's pretty small.
Well, I mean, you're small. She's just smaller.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! I've never heard anyone say that about a praying mantis or any bug for that matter.
I'm gonna go get one to throw it on her out. She's out on the couch.
Go buy her one for a pet. Tell her I'm gonna bring her one from West Virginia. You can wrestle. Hey, I'll wrestle you, Lucci.
He's yelling.
Me and Lucci's gonna wrestle.
It's got to be with baby oil though.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, is there any other kind? I mean, come on now. And pasta.
Buckeye made me choke.
Lucy, you're
Lisa,
down
I can't hear
Orlando.
He ain't.
Lucy's in Orlando. They do chocolate pudding wrestling and cabbage or coleslaw wrestling down there. Come on, y'all can't just use. You got to be inventive.
Well, I'm pretty sure Buckeye ain't the first one in this room to make you choke. Ain't that right, Lucci?
It's actually true. There's been quite a few.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me grab my stroll here.
Lisa says she's gonna bring your ass a spider country.
No, don't do it. I'll bring 4 praying mantises. All right, let me go show off my recipe real quick before we get too far off track. All right, here we go. This is my recipe right here. TGC number 2, suggested by Chris Vapes. I kind of similar. It's a little similar to Micah with some lemon. I did Italian lemon Sicily at 2% from Capella. I used some juicy orange from Capella for 1%. You know, pretty low because I wanted to help boost the mango. The acidity from the orange really does help boost the mango flavoring. I think he used apricot for his boosting. I used juicy orange. And I did 5% of lemon lime cap. And what I had learned from using this cap at that high percentage is lemon lime cap, it's fucking Sprite. That's all it is. That's all I was smelling was Sprite the whole time I was mixing this damn thing. Then I put some Flavor Art Lime Tahiti, cold pressed at 1.5%. I used some Flavora Mango, just straight mango at 2%. I also used sour from Liquid Barn, percent of super sweet, and I used 4% of sweet mango. Now, if you look at my notes down here, I went ahead and told what I was testing it with, and I think it was mentioned from Pippa not too long ago. Hey, V-Dog, welcome to the stream, buddy. That it might be a good idea for us as mixers on public recipes to put the item that we're actually testing this flavor in, RDA, mod, wattage, all that shit. So the mixer or the potential mixer can actually see if it's something that they taste as good to them as like around the same type of vape that you're doing. So I put it here. I was testing on the Wasp Nano RDA with a single coil alien on the DNA 75 VI 75 from H Cigar at 75 watts, and then right off of mix, you'll see my note right here. I mixed it and surprised that I actually liked the combination of flavors, which I was really surprised that I did. And I feel like it made another layer of mango somewhere and maybe less lime off shake. And I said I'll update in a day or two. So what I did the next day after all the flavors settled, I went back and I added 2% of Flavora Mango and I left the lime where it was. The lime calmed down and it boosted the mango the way I wanted to by adding that 2%. So I really, really do like this recipe that I came up. This flavor profile is really good. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I came up if I captured the aid part of it, but I definitely get the mango, which is really, really good right off the top. I get a middle subtle tone of some lime, and I get some sourness. I don't get any tartness, which I think the tart and the sour combination would probably, or more of the tart than anything, would give you that aid effect. You know, that lemonade, limeade, strawberry, whatever. So I'm not sure if I capture the aid effect enough in this, but I will say that I did capture a flavor that I really, really like. So I'm glad we chose this one because it opened my palate to other flavors that I probably would not have put together in a combination like this. So let me put it back over there, and I would like for y'all to kind of critique. I know, well, Matt, you got some mixing experience though, right? You just haven't mixed in a while, but you mixed before, right?
Yeah, but I don't like lemon. I don't like lime.
Okay, so this is all way out of your flavor profile to begin with.
Exactly. And I live in a country full of mangoes. So.
Yeah, I guess say you live in the fucking tropics and you don't like none of this shit.
No. I like mangoes, but you guys up in the States, you're gonna eat mangoes that are like orange in color. Down here, they eat a lot of, as you could say, probably raw mangoes, because once you cut it open, it's all green, it's hard, and you don't get the fibers in it. So it kind of tastes like a lemon when it's that way. So that turned me down from mangoes when they eat it that way. So I haven't had a mango in quite some time. So,
okay.
But I like limeades style drinks. I mean, of course, I'm from the state of Virginia, so summertime we always had lemonade.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about the last time I actually had lemonade was up in the States about 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
Don't drink it down here. I just can't stand lemon or lime.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I will say I was going to ask, go ahead and have Buckeye to kind of critique it, but he pretty much said the same damn thing over on Micah's recipe. He don't like the lemon and all that shit combined, so I ain't going to even ask him no more. It's the hell with him. Anyway, those are the recipes, guys. The links are public on our ELRs. All the ELR links are in the description. So if any of you want to try to mix up any one of our recipes or any rendition or all of them, then do so and give us your feedback in the comments of the replay of this video. But with that said, start thinking about profiles that you want us to try to do this week. Here in about 15 minutes, we're going to have everybody put them in chat so we can figure out what this week's challenge is going to be. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button, damn it.
If not, I'll find you. And I will wrestle you butt naked in baby oil.
Mask.
Baby oil.
You do not want this guy in a mask to meet you up in a dark alley next to a dumpster that's empty, full of baby oil. You don't want that. He'll do it.
It's got tacos in it. He'll do it.
Oh, hell yeah. Burritos and everything, man.
V-Dog, sorry about your dog. Well, I mean, yeah, he may have had surgery, but dog's eating pizza and in pain. He's in pain, so he's getting pizza. So if pizza is the trade-off, I'll take some pain just to get it. You get some pizza. Come on now.
Shit, I'm in a little bit of pain. Can you bring me some pizza?
I am not making a bean and rice recipe, damn it.
Might have to get some one-on-one flavors.
I live in a Spanish country. Beans and rice every meal. Come on. No, not happening.
You can't find me, Lucci.
Blueberry.
I could find anybody.
Blueberry cheesecake. Oh yeah, I've had it. I've had that flavor and amazing.
And I do love blueberries. I'm a blueberry guy for sure.
Croissant filled with fresh lemon curd topped with toasted almonds and powdered sugar.
Ooh, that sounds very... And I do have a croissant, Wonder Flavors croissant. I've never used it, though.
What was that one?
Corned beef and cabbage.
No.
Lord have mercy, corned beef.
Doesn't somebody make a taco flavored e-juice?
There's a bunch of like real food flavored e-juices out there that someone tried to get me to start buying a bunch of them, like in the beginning of my YouTube channel. Said, you gotta vape this shit live and do like, you know, crappy, taste nasty juices. I'm like, nah, I can't. I don't want to vape to puke, okay? I don't want Alan Jacobson, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Strawberry cheesecake. So let's get to know our little guests here. We got a couple guests. You know, Monkey Boy, which is Matt D Vapor on Instagram. What do you do on the gram, or do you like, what is it you do? You just kind of hang out and with everybody, or do you do anything specific? Or you just out there? What do you do on Instagram?
Well, mainly I was working with Vandy Vape for a while there, and they stopped doing their customer first program, so dropped out of that. And I was advocating, of course, and just taking pictures of what mods I have and what juices I like. And of course, I'm pretty sure everybody in here has really enjoyed CNC Apothecary, so stuck with them and talk with the guy every once in a while. And I love the juice. I just need to make an order with the juice again. And that's about it. Sit here and go on lives with Luch every once in a while.
Well, now you mentioned that earlier you couldn't get nicotine down there, right? Can you get...
At one point in time, you were not allowed to order juice from the United States and get nicotine in it. And they changed that law. And before they changed it, they were going to say no more e-juice whatsoever. They were going to ban vaping.
Pretty much like parts of Australia has.
Exactly. And good thing about down here is the people spoke up, and the health department down here, they said, okay, we'll look into it. And they pay more attention to what is the one that's the British council that's there in the UK. They pay attention more of them than they actually do with the United States. So,
as they should. They've been proven to be right multiple times.
They went ahead and said, okay, we're going to allow e-juice, we're going to allow nicotine. And now it's actually, you can drive down the highway and you can see billboards for vaping and stop it smoking cigarettes and all that kind of stuff. So
nice.
It's really good down here that they're doing that. The unfortunate thing is that we don't have down here like the United States have, where they're going to card you for cigarettes. So if you walk into a vape shop and you're 16 years old, you can actually buy the juice or the
What's the smoking age out there?
The smoking age is actually just 18 years old. The
Okay.
drinking age, that's 16.
Hold up. What?
The smoke.
Wow.
The smoking age is 18, and the drinking age is 16.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
The fuck?
Well, you want to know something funny is the fact that you can walk into a pharmacy and you can tell them what medication you want instead of having a prescription. And there are far less opiate addictions down here than there are in the United States.
Wow.
Yep.
It makes zero sense to my brain. It's just like, wow, the fuck?
We do have what do they call that? Socialized medical services down here. It's nothing like the United States. So I can go buy a Percocet for like a pack of Percocet for about $10. In the United States, a pack of Percocet is going to run you about what, $150?
I don't know. I'm not a pillhead.
Yeah. So it's the whole system down here is way different than the United States. You would be surprised, but they did go ahead and legalize nicotine, so I can order nicotine and e-juice and all that. And at one point in time, you can only order like I want to say 10 bottles of juice at a time and get it through. Now you can order any amount that you want.
That's just strange. That's very strange. I mean, Costa Rica, that's South America, right?
It's Central
America. See, I don't know where Costa Rica is. I don't have a world. I don't have a globe.
It's not an island. We're in between Nicaragua and Panama. And we have...
You forgot Mexico.
No, Mexico is way north.
And so, yeah, I know exactly where that's at.
And I'm not in Cuba either.
All right, well, Luchador. You muted me as soon as I said your name. Don't you do that?
No, again. The dog. I apologize.
Blame
That's why
the
I keep muting.
I'll blame the
damn
fucking
dog.
dog.
Keeps whining.
Don't worry about the dog.
And this time, it's not my dog.
For once. Yeah. For once in your life.
Exactly.
You don't want his dog to bark because all 30 of them bitches are going to bark.
I got 4 dogs and 3 cats, okay?
Okay. So, Luchador, what is it that you do on Instagram, my friend? Besides being a sexy man beast.
I was going to say a lot of dirty things. No, I honestly advocate, do a lot of promoting for products that I enjoy myself, that I would recommend for others to try and enjoy as well, and ranging from anywhere in e-juice to hardware, mods, clothing lines. I'm coming out with my own, which Buckeye and me have been working on privately.
Oh, shit.
He's like, shit, I forgot about that. Look, he had to mute his mic. He's dying.
So what's the name of your clothing line?
I haven't gotten that far. I really haven't.
Soggy Nuts?
Sweaty Nuts, maybe. I don't know about...
Well, if they're sweaty, they're already soggy.
Yes, sweaty, soggy, moist nuts.
It's going to be breathable leotard.
Well,
no, you'll never... No.
Yeah, since you both kind of pointed out advocacy, you know, I don't talk about it much just because I think my opinion varies from a lot of people. I mean, I know something's got to be done. Advocacy is a thing, and, you know, we should all kind of work together and do our thing. But I do see a lot of people out there that repost shit and say shit and go live on some shit and just talk about some of the shit. And some of the shit they say are just absolutely fucking stupid, but they believe they know what they're talking about. They're fucking idiots. And the problem is the people that don't know are more dangerous than the ones they think they know. You know what I mean? Or it's fucking stupid. And it's like they want to do it because it's like they feel like it's what you got to do to be in the in crowd or get popular or famous or whatever. And they don't have a clue what they're fucking talking about or saying or even doing or even know how to do anything. They're just kind of following the lead to piggyback off somebody else. So, I mean, any advocating that I do, I mean, I don't broadcast it. I do my part when it comes to the surveys and the messages to your shit. I do my part, but I don't have to publicize it. I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts on a lot of people like that out there? I mean, I'm sure you've seen them, right?
I advocate to a certain point. I'm like you. Yes, I will talk about it. I'll post some things up here and there, but honestly, on Instagram, a social media platform, everybody's going to post whatever they want and nobody really fucking cares. You could sit there and post stuff on Instagram all day, Facebook, any social platform, but it's not going to make a difference unless you actually go out on the street and do something about it. Contact your local offices, get with representatives and send emails out. I mean, do the surveys and everything like that. No matter what you say or do on Instagram, any social platform, it's not going to make a difference unless you actually go out and practice what you preach on there.
Right. I mean, I think my biggest form of advocacy is my everyday life. When they see me vaping, they come talk to me. People I've worked with, I've probably helped a handful of people, friends and people that I know and family, to help convert from smoking to vaping. How I've done that is I have a mod. It's a Smoke V8 stick. I don't ever use the damn thing anymore. Right now, it's my loaner. Whenever someone shows interest in me, I'll get, and they're ready to make that jump. First thing I do is I ask them, what kind of flavors do you like? And once I figure out their profile, I think the key to help anybody transition from smoking to vaping is to figure out, is to get that flavor that they just love. There's no point in vaping something that tastes worse than a fucking cigarette. So, find a flavor that they really like. And then what I'll do is I'll mix them up. I'll mix it up. I'll have them try it like on their finger. If they think, oh, wow, that's good, then voila, we got a winner. I'll give them the V8 stick. I'll give them a couple extra coils along with the Baby Beast tank that comes with it. The reason I chose that is because it's an internal, all-in-one device. All they got to do is USB plug it in, and it charges. It's just the simplest thing to use. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. That's it, right? So the rule is when I give them out this loaner is once you're ready, once you've figured out you're committed and you want a new device, I get the loaner back so I can help the next person. And I've done that a dozen times, easily a dozen times. And I make juice for them. And then they're like, well, let me go try something else. Then they'll go out and try to buy some store-bought shit. I'm like, oh, I spent $20 fucking for this thing, and I don't even like it. It's like, all right. Like and they come back to me, they want some of that shit they had before. And I'm like, maybe $10 or something for a 100 ml bottle, just enough to kind of cover the flavors and the bottle and, whatever. I don't charge them. I don't try to make money off of them. But they've experienced, they know that when they go out to a shop, they're paying a hell of a lot more. They will be just by coming to me and say, hey, make me some more juice. And I just take that money and I buy more flavors. So it's not like I'm making a profit. So I think that's my biggest advocacy is in my local everyday life.
See, and that's awesome that you're doing that. I've done the same thing. That I enjoy the Me Pods. I post about them here and there on Instagram. I've gone to a gas station and purchased a pack of cigarettes for my wife because she still smokes. She's working on transitioning. And the gentleman there, he's like, oh, what is that around your neck? He saw the Me Pod. And I talked to him about it for about 5 minutes or whatnot. Gave him a coupon code. Not sponsored by him or anything, but I used one off Instagram. I went in there a week later. He had one. He's like, yo, this is the best thing I ever had. I really appreciate it. I'm about to go buy another one.
All right.
A woman that she works with, she was smoking. She ended up getting one. She bought 2 of them so far. And she loves it more than she loves smoking a cigarette. So I get what you're saying. It does. That makes me feel better as a person to help somebody else out there get off the stinkies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why wouldn't you want to help somebody who's looking for help but just don't know where to go? Use your personal knowledge as a vapor and who's already succeeded to help somebody else succeed. And if you have the opportunity to have an extra mod line around, or maybe even an all-in-one device, or just a suggestion, because they're thinking, hell, I'm only spending like $6 or $7 a pack of cigarettes right now. But I'm like, yeah, but over a week, how much are you spending over a week? Because when you first get started, you're going to be looking to spend about maybe $100 to get a full setup initially. That comes out with a mod, a tank, batteries, and some juice to start off with, and extra coils. I'd say about $100 to start with. And some people just don't, and that's what deterred me initially, is I didn't want to invest that $100 and then it not work for me, right?
Right.
So then I was doing numbers, and I had a guy at work. I was when I was still driving. He's like, "Listen, if it fails, it's just $100. How much do you blow on other shit?" I was sort of thinking, yeah, you're fucking right, you know. So I
Well,
did the
100
math.
bucks on cigarettes easy.
Yeah, well, that and that's not to mention. Well, I didn't want to. It's not the fact that I'm spending $100 initially versus what I would be spending on cigarettes. My fact was I'm still going to be spending $450 a month on cigarettes on top of this extra $100 if it doesn't work, right? So I went ahead and did it. He's like, because he sees me spend money all the time. He's like, you spend money on all this bullshit. If you think it's going to help you, take that $100 and think of it as an investment. If it works, it works. If it don't, whatever. It's only $100. I was like, okay, cool. So I went ahead and did it, and then, you know, it worked for me. I was just ready to quit, and it just comes down to the mindset. That's why when somebody mentions it to me, I work with 70 to 100 people. You know, that's how many are in my company. So I'm always getting somebody asking me about it. I'm like, listen, when you're ready, when you're committed. I mean, we all say we need to do this, we need to stop, we need to quit for our kids, we need to quit for whatever. But you won't
you got to make
do
that
it
commitment
until you're mentally ready to say, I'm fucking done. Like, when you're ready and you're done, come to me, I'll get you the device. Because I got multiple mods in there. Even if that one mod is out as a loaner, I've got a couple other ones that I can put out, and I got extra batteries. So it's not like I'll be out. So I just make sure they understand you need to be committed. When you're committed, come back and see me, and then I'll set you up.
Yep.
And you know,
that's exactly what I did. I started off with a Kangaroo Tech stick or something. Overpaid for it, but I found a friend of mine that he's selling a mod. I bought a mod from him, and then the next thing I know is I ended up with 3 friends of mine wanting to know about vaping and all that, and sold them. Actually loaned out one of them to him, and next thing I know is he's like a month later he's telling me he wants to buy it from me, and I said sure, go ahead. Next thing I know is 2 or 3 months later he's already bought 3 mods from me. So
you know,
and he wants a mech mod. He wants my Bonza 1.5, and I told him, I said, dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You don't know Ohm's law, and you're not ready for it. So I don't want you to be blowing your face up, and especially with a 21700 battery. And he's told me that he wants me to teach him about Ohm's law and how to do coils and all that kind of stuff.
There you go.
And I told him, I said, okay, we're gonna start you off with an RDA like the Dead Rabbit, and I'll do some pre-made coils for you, so that way you're not gonna blow yourself up. And he returned one of the mods for me and asked me to fix it for him. I pulled the batteries out and looked at it, and I said, dude, do you ever pull the batteries out of this thing? And he says no. And I said, it's got a torn battery in it. You don't ever look at these things? I said, see, right there. That's the reason why I'll never show you or give you a mech mod. It's not going to happen. So you got to know your Ohm's law. You got to know all that kind of stuff before you even look into getting a mech mod.
Absolutely, for sure. I mean, when I first got my V-Guide Pro was my first one. I was nervous. In my video when I was doing it, I was nervous as fuck because I didn't know what to expect. You hear all these horror stories, right? I'm like, I don't want to be a stat. I think I've taken the precaution. I've took the initiative to learn, watch videos, and self-educate, but I was still nervous.
That's Country was like doing one of these right here.
I was not.
That's the bad thing about a lot of people is that they don't vape, and they turn around and they always hear or see these made up stories of somebody walking into a store and their mod blowing up in their pants.
Yeah.
Right? They immediately, that's the bad part about it. So everybody's going to sit here and, that's not.
Yeah, another vape mod explodes and burns someone's leg. They don't look at the reasons why. They're calling the vape mod. In actuality, he had a fucking battery loose in his pocket and had fucking contacts on either end was touched. The battery exploded.
Change or keys in his pocket with it too.
Yeah. They don't look at why it blew up. They just know, hey, vape mod blew up again. Shut up. Not because of the stupidity of the owner.
This is exactly why. That's exactly why I carry this around every time I leave the house. I put my mech in this and carry it around with me. It touches nothing. So
is that like a lipo pack, like a
the all-in-one kit things that they come in, little zipper pack that you just put it in there and fold it up and zip it up.
Oh, gotcha. Because I know they sell these packs for like I fly multiple airplanes, so when we charge our batteries, they sell these little packs that you stick your batteries in, so that when you're charging it,
I thought that was a pack for his other toy.
the other rod that goes through his lips. Gotcha. Exactly, Raven. Always carry him. Willow, you remember that video? Yeah, that's my first mech. But now I love mechs. Yep, exactly.
And I was the same way as well, Country. The first time I went to a mech, I was scared shitless. Yeah, the first time actually I was with Micah when I set everything up. And then I set it up again in series. And I about died. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, man. I really don't know because I'm scared to hell.
You need a lot of power. Yep.
Yeah,
I myself, I've never done series, so I don't know if I want to.
Oh, a good series vape is good. A good series vape is good.
Yeah, it's scary as hell at first, but once you learn everything, you're good to go. It's all about safety when you get to that point.
All right, so let's go. Hey, chat, go ahead and start putting some flavor profile suggestions in the chat. Let's put them in now. Even if you put them in before, put them in again so we can have them kind of grouped together. So I don't have to search all the way back up for 40 minutes to try to find your comment. Let's get some flavor profile suggestions in the chat so we can all agree on one and see if we can't figure out what this week's challenge is going to be.
Oh yeah,
Country. Yes. Or any of you guys ever seen Guys Grocery Games?
Yeah, Triple G, baby. Yeah.
Well, I had a thought for our recipe challenges that we could make some kind of randomizer. You know how he does he spins the wheel and picks an ingredient that they have to incorporate into their recipe, and maybe something like fucking pudding mix, like I saw the other day, or
there you go,
or
I have
or
we can make that happen. I'm gonna set something up like, okay, we're gonna do that next week.
My thought was, okay, we pick they will suggest a recipe for us. They'll give us a profile, but then we have our wheel of death or whatever that we randomize, and it picks up some ingredient for us, and then we have to incorporate that into our recipe.
Well, I think, if you pick a profile, you pretty much have to have those core items in there. So why not maybe have chat? Why not maybe have chat just say, throw some flavors out there. Just throw some flavor, whether it be blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, candy, gum, whatever. Say, and we'll put all of them into a big wheel, and then we'll mix it. We'll spin it 5 times. And then whatever 5 ingredients pop up, we have to take those 5 ingredients and turn it into some sort of
No matter what they are.
No matter what they are.
I think we should do that at least once.
Okay, we'll try that next week.
Dropping stuff in
because I do have an app in this streaming software that I can come up with a wheel, a wheel of fortune wheel, so to speak. I think it's meant as a giveaway wheel, but I'm sure I can do it.
Just a randomizer or something.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about this weekend. Me and you'll sit down together and we'll get in here and figure it out.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that, as far as on these mixing shows. So I think that'd be pretty cool.
That sounds interesting, for reals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those profiles out there, guys. Get those suggestions out. What would you like to see us mix? Right now, we still got Raven back with the croissant filled with fresh lemon curd, topped with toasted almonds and powdered sugar, and we got Roofie at popcorn vanilla custard. I remember one from earlier was a blueberry cheesecake. We also saw strawberry cheesecake.
I've had popcorn flavor. It's nasty.
I tell you what.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I've had. What was that one?
Red Dream?
No, it was the other one. Colonel? No, not Colonel.
Wet Dream?
No, Red Dream.
No.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Matt. Stop thinking about me.
Need about the wheel? Yeah, I think it might be pretty cool to do the wheel thing. But also, if you try that country cornbread pudding, that's got some popcorn notes in it, like kettle corn and shit, and cornbread from 101. It's got some pretty good notes, man. It's not horrible at all. So the kettle corn should be pretty good.
I've had the Nick Salt cornbread pudding, but I didn't really. I think that was just way too much Nick in it because I didn't taste nothing really. There you go, peach rhubarb custard. That's a southern kind of West Virginia thing right there.
It's more Georgia, I'd say.
You know damn well your grandma, your aunt made some kind of rhubarb.
I don't think I've ever had rhubarb anything.
I was thinking about the same thing. I don't know if I've actually had.
I know it's
think
like a red stalk of a plant or something. It's like, I don't know, celery, but red or something, probably.
Yeah, it looks like a celery almost, but it's like a pinkish red.
Yeah.
I've had it maybe once or twice. Not enough for me to remember.
Usually tradition would be holiday, like Thanksgiving or Christmas, when they made a rhubarb pie.
I would have to order a rhubarb in order to do that, which wouldn't take long. I'd order from Bull City tomorrow, and I'd have it probably Saturday if I ordered it early enough.
Yeah,
because they're just down there in fucking 4 hours from me. So,
I had a rhubarb by Half Moon Mods. There's a strawberry rhubarb pie, and it was pretty good from what I remember. I actually have that bottle here somewhere.
I'll think of something that Micah would just like. Bleh. Y'all know that it's like honey.
Honey.
Yeah, anything with honey.
Take him back to his very first mix. Bring back the good old thoughts.
We worked on that. What was that? We were talking about it last week. That granola bar.
Yeah.
Mike and I worked on
the granola, yeah.
And I had Honey O's from TFA in it. And he's like, oh no. I was like, dude, you got to put that in there to try to get, you want to get that into your base. You want that honey note, and you want the,
Right.
And he mixed. Go ahead.
I tried to get him to make something like, what monkey bread is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he just went, oh, that requires honey. Oh, hell no. And I was like, I couldn't understand why. And I was like, dude, just make some monkey bread. And he made this thing, and he told me that it was so bad he just had to throw it away. And we called it I think it was the monkey nuts or something like that is what we called it.
Yeah, I think I heard about it.
So he's like, I'll never make that shit again.
All right, so let's see. The rhubarb thing, I'm pretty sure on the peach. I'm not a huge peach fan, but that croissant filled with fresh lemon curd, topped with toasted almonds and powdered sugar. That's what I keep looking back at. VTA? Okay, I might look into that one for sure. But what do you think, Buckeye? You think that croissant filled one sounds kind of interesting?
Yeah.
Or do you like the other one, like blueberry cheesecake or strawberry cheesecake, or the rhubarb? Which one would pumpkin? Pumpkin? Hell no!
That's his favorite.
Yeah.
What was all the croissant?
Croissant filled with fresh lemon curd, topped with toasted almonds and powder. What do you think about that? Or the popcorn vanilla custard?
Anybody ever did a banana bread?
That I was gonna say a banana nut bread.
There you go.
Like fresh baked banana nut bread.
I don't know. I've got a couple banana vapes that are already really good. I think I got a pudding, and I have a banana custard, which is really good.
I've done the banana cookie pudding, and it's one of my favorite now. Besides,
actually sounds pretty good.
Vanilla tobacco custard. Oh, those are my two favorite right now.
You said banana cooking pudding?
Banana cookie pudding.
So I've already got a good solid pudding recipe. So
you got to do like banana and like what do they call them? Nilla bars.
Nilla wafers.
Yeah, Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
As you say, that sounds like it had Nilla wafers.
Or Nilla cookies.
Yeah.
Anything Nilla.
Or something like what do they call them? Nutter butters.
I'll tell you, past couple months I have been on kind of a peanut butter kick, trying to figure out a good peanut butter recipe, and I've been unsuccessful. It's like the peanut butter just falls off too much, and I don't know. I like
either
to find
falls off too much, or you put way too much in there.
Well,
overtakes.
Well, here's the thing with peanut butter, the TPA peanut butter, you have to start off at like 9%, and after a few days it falls off a lot because it does fall off a lot. You have to start off high, and maybe it's just the wrong peanut butters I got. I got Capella peanut butter and I got TPA peanut butter, and they don't mix very well. It seems like. And
use Flavor West. Flavor West peanut butter is like your crunchy peanut butter, and your TPA is like your Jiffy, your creamy peanut butter. Mix those two together, and then a little bit of AP in there. That's always worked well for me, and I make that peanut butter custard mine. People really enjoy it. There's a lot of people that buy that off me.
All right, send me some. I want a 100 ml bottle right now. When you get that 100 ml, when you get that 100 ml bottle stash come in, send me a bottle.
I sent you a link to it. I think you mixed it, but I don't remember if you tried it.
I don't remember not either. I found let's see. Hey, Wonder Woman Vapor, welcome. Better late than never. Butterfinger, tiramisu. Who came up with these names on flavors? DX peanut butter supplement with FLV. Kanoko soy is pretty. Really?
What about a flan?
I got a flambe right here.
Not flambe, flan.
Flan.
The fuck is a flan?
Flan
Oh
is
my god.
vanilla caramel custard. Didn't we have this argument with Micah about flan?
We did, because that was the night that we were all on the conference call and we were deciding flavors, and I don't even remember what he made for me, but we created something awesome.
Flan is the custard. It's vanilla custard, and you just take creamy caramel and put it on top of it, and it's a delicacy down here. I love it.
What are you thinking?
Wonder Woman tiramisu has honey, and Micah will not make it.
It's no, but it's not that much honey. It's a flavor that you have to like. It's going to be hard to pull that out.
Yeah.
Caramelized banana custard will be interesting.
Well. I was told not to talk about anything with
honey.
chocolate in it anymore. So, peanut Butterfingers.
No, I didn't say anymore. We was just like, not at week 2 after we just did a week 1 recipe of chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too close together. Caramelized banana custard will be interesting. PB and soy. See, I've seen that, where's it at? Shit. Kanoko soy before, but I just don't have it.
Someone mentioned last weekend something about, what was it, sunflower seed or something like that.
I don't remember. Caramel, vanilla, mild tobacco. See, I've already got.
That's my vanilla tobacco custard. It has a little bit of hint of caramel in it, vanilla and tobacco. It's one of my favorite, and that's been steeping for about 2 weeks.
That's it. Sun seeds.
That sounded like a dry hit.
It did. I think I saw your lung fly across the screen.
Strawberry shortcake.
Peaches and cream, something like that.
Peach
or
Melba.
Blueberry cream.
What's the Well, Magico Blue is the best blueberry cream you'll ever have. I promise you. So we could do that, and I wouldn't have to do shit. I just mix up a batch of blue. What's Peach Melba? What's Melba? What's the Melba part of peach? Peach Melba, or is that a typo? I know what I like until I try to come up with ideas and I forget what I like. Yeah. Wonder what? Me too. That's kind of like the whole idea of this suggestion thing. Hopefully something comes up that I wouldn't have thought of, or that we wouldn't have thought of, possibly, other than recipes we already have. Because I've already got I got banana custard. I got my banana pudding. I've got my blueberry cream. I don't have a cheesecake, exactly, but Peach Melba is a peach with raspberry. Oh, the
raspberry sauce with vanilla ice cream.
That sounds interesting and good. The problem with I saw somebody said they quit off of that flavor. The problem with tobacco flavors, a lot of people who are just quitting cigarettes or quit cigarettes, they don't want to do tobacco because they fear that they're going to go back to cigarettes.
That's exactly why I stayed away from tobacco flavors and menthol flavors for like the first 6 months. And you want to know the first menthol vape that I tried?
Newport?
No, he's talking about vape-wise, not cigarette-wise.
Because 26 years I was Marlboro menthol. That's what I smoked. 26 years. But the first menthol vape that I tried was 6 months after I quit smoking. And what was it? CNC Apothecary.
You didn't tell me that.
You didn't see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Dude, I forget his name. The owner was like, dude, I love that reaction to what was it? Ice, menthol, what?
The winter ice.
Winter ice.
That's my crack cocaine.
He's like, dude, I loved your reaction to that. It was just so fucking authentic. Thank you. And he was giving me suggestions of how to pair up the other colors and flavors and shit.
Yeah.
But that winter ice, man, wow.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
It's crack. A lot of people get it confused, and it's funny because it's not a menthol, but it's in a menthol category.
Yeah. I remember when you and him was on a live one night. He's like, funny thing is, there's no menthol. I was like, I know there's no menthol, but it's cold. It's got that cold vape. The way I described it in my video was like, imagine it's like 20 below outside. You breathe in the cold air. That's the sensation that you're getting when you take that winter ice. And when it comes out, it's just so fucking nice. Oh, so fucking good. I know what flavor. I know what's in there. I just don't know how much. White Russian with tater juice, 100 proof. Gotcha. Done. Your mom wants something with rum in it. I don't have any alcohol flavors.
What about a vanilla rum cake?
I just said I don't have any alcohol flavors.
I'll just come over there and you squeeze me dry, baby.
Yeah. How
you know doing? I'm full of alcohol.
We got to pick one. We got to pick a recipe.
I'm dry for a week.
I'm dry for a week. Buckeye, pick one.
I'm kind of leaning towards that croissant.
Are you?
Yeah, that just seems kind of interesting. Kind of out of my wheelhouse, but
I'm definitely gonna have to take some time to look into that croissant that I have and see how it's used for sure. I worry that with steep time, it'll take longer than 6 or 7 days to come together.
For the croissant?
Yeah, for the croissant. And the curd might take a little bit to come together. But you know what? We can at least give, here's our rendition, and if it tastes good off shake, 3-4 days or whatever. But I figure something like that will take a good 7 to 10 days to come together solidly. Watermelon basil with a hint of mint tea. White Russian. Huh. Watermelon without the BS in it. So you're looking for just a straight watermelon flavor, huh? No, Paul. Bring it back to life. All right, so let's say, what do you think? We want to agree on the croissant one?
Yeah, I think we should give it a go.
All right, so let me bring up the notepad here and go down to the bottom. What is this? This is the wrong. It's number 10, right? Nope. Number 11. Nope. Number 9. Yes, number 9. All right, so this is going to be TGC number 3. Raven Shadow Vapes. And it is going to be, where's the chat at? Where you at? Where's that? Raven. Nope. Where's it at? Where's that? I gotta scroll up. There it is. Boom. And Control C for the copy. But the notepad and paste. All right, there we go. Boom. I got you down there, Miss Raven Shadow Vapes. You are this week's chosen flavor profile. So, next week we will show you what our renditions are, each of us. And we're already past overtime. We're like 12 minutes past the hour that we normally go to. So, if you don't know who the guys are, their links or their Instagram tags are in the description. The guy below me is Monkey Boy, a.k.a. Matt D. Vapor. And the guy over there in the bottom right of my screen, bottom left of my screen, is Luchador the Vapor. Again, both their Instagrams are in the description. And of course, as always, my little... wrong way. This guy right here. Yeah, that guy. The Vaping Buckeye, the fucking nutty, soggy nuts himself.
Soggy, sweaty.
Is that a spider on the back of your wall there, country?
Here.
Did I see?
No, you saw nothing.
Oh no, it is my screen. I'm sorry.
It's hanging down from the smoke detector in the back.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect. All right, guys. Hey, everybody coming out. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Thank you for those of you who stayed out in the overtime. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And tune in next week, Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, every week from this point forward, the last point forward, whatever. Team Goonies live. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and
subscribe
now.
To the channel. so you don't miss any notifications. All the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I'm just not a review. All right, I'm not giving you my outro like that. Let's crowd him out though. Let's go.
He said I'm gonna do the review.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.